The Spurs defeated the Minnesota Timberwolves in round 2 of the Western Conference semifinals, 139-109 in Game 6 in Minneapolis, and the Spurs advanced to the Western Conference Finals to face the Oklahoma City Thunder. What a game by Stephon Castle. 35 points. He had 5 three-pointers. He was amazing. The Timberwolves were sagging off of him, and he made them pay by stepping in and draining three-point shots and really allowing the floor to be spaced and for driving lanes to the basket. Also, Wemby had another great game. He played with controlled aggression, was able to keep his emotions in check. He was really aggressive, scoring from the mid-range, attacking the basket, and of course, getting to the free throw line. And it was great to see De'Aaron Fox, who played one of his better games of the 2026 NBA playoffs. He also had an aggressive mindset from the start, attacking the basket, getting to his padded mid-range floater, and making the defense really guard him because he has a really quick first step, and it's really hard to stay in front of him. And he also got a couple steals as well, so he was making an impact on both ends of the floor. The Spurs just came into this game with the mentality that we're going to close it out tonight and we're not going to allow for a Game 7. After dominating Game 5, winning by 29 points, the Rockets Minnesota crowd, the Spurs hit the Timberwolves in the mouth early, got a big lead again, just like they did in Game 5. But like the Spurs had a couple lapses, the Timberwolves did come back on them a couple times and made it somewhat close. Never like within reachable range, but they did a good job of keeping the Timberwolves at bay. And whenever they did make a run, Mitch Johnson called some timeouts, and the Spurs were able to score quickly to get the lead back to double digits and even into the 30s. The Spurs were just a more physical team. They played with more force, were more aggressive, and they really brought it to the Timberwolves, who at times during the game looked like they were ready to go on vacation in Cancun, and the Spurs were just playing really flawless basketball, executing on both ends of the floor. I liked it how they were playing together. The ball movement was impeccable. They were playing with a lot of joy, a lot of togetherness, and that really showed. And as good as this Minnesota defense was, they had no answer for the Spurs offense. And when the Spurs play like this, they did turn the ball over too much for my liking, but if they can control the pace on the offensive side of the floor, as well as not turn the ball over, they can really score with anybody, including their next opponent, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Another key for this series was the Spurs were really able to get in transition. They were able to turn the Timberwolves over, and then get a lot of easy transition points so that they don't have to face the set Timberwolves defense every single possession. Also, they were the more aggressive team, like I said, and that showed when they were able to get to the foul line. They outshot the Timberwolves from the free throw line because the refs usually reward the more aggressive team. Also, another really encouraging stat was the Spurs made 18 three-pointers, and they overall shot the ball really well this series. That was one of the main concerns coming into this season, despite winning 60 games, is when in the playoffs, when other teams sag off the Spurs players, can they hit threes? De'Aaron Fox hit threes, Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, Wemby, etc., Julian Champagnie. If the Spurs can continue to shoot the ball well like they did, they will continue to flourish on offense and will be really hard to stop. So that's going to be a key going forward as they play the Oklahoma City Thunder. As well as they out-rebounded the Timberwolves, which was really important because in their losses, the Timberwolves were able to get second-chance opportunities. So I think Mitch Johnson really honed in on that, and they really did a good job of stepping up and controlling the boards. And that starts not only with Wemby, but Luke Cornett. He's the best backup center in the entire NBA, and he really had great minutes when Wemby was not on the floor. So that was really a huge factor, for the Spurs, as well as their guards rebounding. So now the series that we've all been waiting for, Spurs versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Game 1 is on Monday, tomorrow in Oklahoma City. I will have a practice report for that game. But again, the city of San Antonio, it was really excited after the Spurs went back to the first Western Conference Finals since 2018. The energy is flowing. Everybody's really excited. I will be back tomorrow for a practice report after the Spurs go through their shoot around as we get closer to game time. This is Shivam Patel, Touchdown Texas News, coming to you live from San Antonio.